Russell Brand banned by YouTube. Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, and Tim Pool sound the alarm. Wow, sounds like some really serious stuff went on. So, chat, does anyone know what Russell Brand did that's so bad? I am simply uninformed. I am going into the quartering video without any opinions whatsoever on the man Russell Brand. What has he done that I may make a sound opinion of him? What has been accused of? A rapey creep? Wait a second. Wait a second. Nation could have sworn Russell Brand was already a convicted sex offender. I literally tweeted essentially the same thing because I totally thought that was the case. I actually thought that he had already been. Everyone agreed. All right, let's see what the quartering has to say about. I don't want to read the Russell Brand stuff, to be honest. It's pretty explicit, but let's just say not what you would want from a person who's living and breathing. You know?
Start it up.
What's this? Pressing buttons? Okay. Just in case. Cool. Cool. You get it.
Jeremy here.
Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy here.
If you haven't been on... What's going on, everyone? Jeremy.
Hold on, let me turn you up. I feel like he's low.
Here from the quartering, and if you haven't been online, perhaps you haven't seen this, but the Russell Brand situation has now escalated.
The Russell Brand situation. The situation being that he is a predator and has known that these allegations were going to come out for years. And oddly fell away from the public spotlight and then started making conspiracy. Ooh, they're out to get me videos. That's probably not related at all.
As many have already covered, YouTube has banned him from their partnership program based on anonymous claims. That's
anonymous claims. They don't have to do rape apology every time. It doesn't have to happen every single time, right? I have no idea why it's always like this. How did so many shows watch this? This guy has no riz. I agree. He literally, I don't know why. I would understand why you watch, I don't know, a similarly subscribed to channel. Jarvis Johnson. We just watched recently. It's about 2 million. I get it. I do not understand that, even if you're on the right. Like, I understand why you'd watch Andrew Tate even. He's at least, like, he's got some energy to him. He's saying stuff. If I was just drooling and I might be like, oh, I want a girlfriend. Andrew Tate will teach me how to get a girlfriend. And then, like, you stop. You put down the pillow, the hentai pillow. Not that there's anything wrong with having a hentai pillow. But let's be real. You're relying on it too much. It's a crutch when you're in this state of mind. Everything in moderation. Hentai pillow in moderation, boys.
That's right. That's all it took. And that YouTube was just waiting. They were just waiting for a reason to ban him, given a large percentage of his content was talking about the coof and the lockdowns and
the coof and the lockdowns. He calls it the coof. I forgot he did that. That's cringe.
Inconvenient topics. Now, this is, of course, why I'm glad that he has a home on Rumble, because
I'm glad he has a home on Rumble, which I'm live on, by the way. Come watch and subscribe, please, or I'll piss in my basement and be sad. By the way, that will also happen to me. If you don't subscribe immediately, it says 1, 1, 2, 3. I like that. Don't subscribe.
Once you've been...
You guys want to see it? See it right there? Down there? I like that. Never mind. That's satisfying. Don't touch it.
Removed from there, it's not much longer till...
It was up to his ankles and piss.
YouTube completely buries your channel. And many...
YouTube buries your channel. Yeah, that's true.
Are voicing their voice.
By the way, YouTube YouTube doesn't just demonetize fucking right-wingers. They demonetize everybody, dude. YouTube is a terrible platform. It's a corpo fucking... It's bad. It used to be an okay place. I mean, it was still toxic as fuck, but it was okay. It was kind of like Twitter at its best. Toxic as hell, but like if you had the right makeup, you could sort of handle it with care. Like if you had the right sort of like lead-proof gloves of your personality, you could sort of handle this space. Now it just sucks, dude. It's all this shit. Like there's so many ads on this shit. Even he's doing fucking ads. I mean, even he's got like more ads than normal. Like it just gets worse every time. He probably has like a fucking mid-roll on this thing. I'll never know.
Voice opinions of support: Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Tim Pool, myself, Luke Rakowski, anybody who cares about truth and cares about actual justice.
Actual justice
is lining up to defend Russell here. And
actual justice. This guy has very interesting opinions on the topic of justice. He would never, of course, debate them because he's a fucking coward. It's also not in his financial best interest to do so.
And it's a really frightening situation, especially...
You only rewatch Quentin reviews and Billum videos on repeat? I mean, you should really watch the actual Jake channel, because sometimes I do cooking content a month ago. I made a potato. Don't you want to see how to make a potato?
Around the middle, we'll do both.
There you go. Sneak peek on how to make a potato.
Going on, I've got a couple other videos.
Paid shell!
Today. There seems to be a pretty coordinated effort to take down many people that seem to be speaking about the same kind of things. And even myself, you know, even though I have my daily Rumble live streams, I still rely on YouTube income as the lion's share of my revenue for my business. And so it's particularly frightening.
Ooh. This is why he'll never have opinions about stuff. This is why he's such a fucking pussy, by the way. Because, like, the opinions you have aren't, like, reasonable. This is the problem. They have a lot of institutional power because of how the old guard works. And so a great way to grift is to say things that the old people with money have, say things that they agree with. And, like, I just can't fucking be like that, man. It's so pathetic to me. Ugh.
I guess I'll use this opportunity to remind you I do have my own coffee company.
Fucking Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, dude. We're literally... He's an ad for himself right now. His dropship coffee. Fuck.
Make today a day to give us a try. Link will be in the description.
He's still talking
Promo
about
code
this shit.
ordering.
Oh my
If you don't like
fucking
coffee,
God.
we have tea. If you don't,
He's got like a somber tone to it. Oh my God.
Off the streaming site. Now, first, YouTube suspends Russell Brand from making money off the streaming site after claims. That's all it took, was claims to ruin this man's life.
Dude. I need to turn him up a little bit. Capitalism, dude. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts, man. The way dudes like this can carve out a really good living from this kind of fucking thing. It's so fucking sad about. You know, you're always gonna have a shyster, but that's is that the correct term? For a I don't know. It's not really a snake oil salesman. It's sort of just like a grifter, man. Just another word for a grifter. It's not a claim when Russell Brand admitted to the act. Hey, look.
Now,
whoa. What are you saying here? You saying he's guilty of the thing he did? Bold.
Russell Brand financially will likely be fine, but it is about setting a precedent. They're using him to set an example, and it wasn't just...
By the way, name dropping Daniel Sloss in this, dope. Daniel Sloss is the only comedian to stand up to Russell Brand support his accusers in Bombshell documentary. I've never seen this, but Daniel Sloss has a really great stand-up. I think it's really good, especially if you're a toxic guy. I think you should watch some Daniel Sloss. I think he does a good job.
YouTube, BBC iPlayer has scrubbed his entire history, removed shows featuring Russell Brand after
Russell Bland. Dude, Freudian.
YouTube suspended his advertising revenue, has had gigs canceled, and been dropped by his publisher.
He cannot read. He cannot read, and it's infuriating to listen to.
All for anonymous claims. Now, sure, anonymous claims can be correct, and I tried to be, fair and balanced in this because
he always says he tries to be fair and balanced. Look at this. Russell Brand banned by YouTube. Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, and Tim Pool. Like, this is just, you're grifting. He's just grifting all the time.
Because, look, we know that Russell had a spicy period of his life.
A spicy, calling sexual assault spicy period of your life from now on. Okay. Wow. Is that the spin we're doing? Excellent.
He himself admits, to many different partners, up to 80 in a month, or this, that, and the other thing. Okay, promiscuity. But from what I've seen, with the exception of just one, which even if that one is true, okay, fine. But it's got to go to court. This is one of the things that, so many people, it's the same thing. Now, whether or not you like Andrew Tate, I have remained indifferent on him because...
How do you remain indifferent on Andrew? Listen to the words he's saying. Okay. And then disagree with them because he's wrong. Easy. So Russell Brand says things that are wrong. Does anyone want to give me... Hey, anyone want to give me some Russell Brand links that we may use throughout this? I personally didn't want to come in, too heavy on Russell Brand. So let's see what are the accusations?
Because I want him to get his day in court, and I think that if we can't agree on that, then our justice system has failed, which it seems like it is. Now,
this is the New York Post, so I would be fucking shocked to see them actually go into it.
Journalists to jail, all this type of thing. American
just that
citizens
he's a victim.
to 20 years in prison for trespassing. That's
okay. Can we talk about the phenomenon of rage inducement that women face for watching rapists be called victims of their own sexual assault case every fucking time? This is a thing that we need to bring up that I don't think anyone brings up enough unless they're a girl already. Like, unless they're a woman, they're not saying this. This is fucking wild. Every single time a famous man gets clipped for being a fucking predator, I mean, he's talking about having inappropriate, bad shit happen, forced, non-consensual acts with teenagers as an adult man. He is talking. This is what he is accused credibly of. Yeah, man. Victims of the consequences for their actions. No, I mean spicy, true.
Let's get into the article. YouTube said Tuesday that Russell Brand will no longer be able to make money from the video streaming site after several women made claims. YouTube said...
Several women. He said just one, by the way.
Go.
Earlier.
I'm a tricky little swine. I'm a trickster. I'm a raven. I'm a playful coyote. Looking for mischief.
Because I'm so well dressed, people think he must be gay.
No.
Look at his wonderful haircut, he must be gay. Look how sensitive and vulnerable he is, he must be gay.
That's right.
That means women feel safe around me, they trust me, then bang, pregnant, bang, pregnant, bang, pregnant.
They feel safe.
Here you go, love.
When I trick them. Funny. That's funny stuff.
Be careful, because that's a low-cut dress.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I'm only flesh and blood. I've got instincts.
Oh! Okay.
What do you think that gesture means, the way you're touching that bottle? What does that indicate?
What? So he's just sexually harassing women? That's just no.
What is that? What's the subtext of that?
We gotta go to break.
You need to lose that ring, Mika, because it don't mean nothing to you.
There's chest hair.
It's a landscape.
It's a landscape.
What's going on your landscape?
I fucking hate when people think that they can just fucking touch you, dude.
Bit sunburn. Look at him go. Look at them nipples. He could lactate any moment. All right, Liz, goodbye.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's been really a wonderful sleep. See you later, Liz.
Wow, he's been telling us who he is for a while. I wasn't. Look, you ever seen that meme? Hold on. This is a sports thing, so I didn't think maybe you guys would understand this. This is hold on, wait. Here we go. Hey, Russell Brand, on the topic of being a predator to women, I really should have had this opinion about you way earlier. I mean, I've had it about you recently in the past few years, but like 2012 is way before that. I should have had this opinion about you for a while. So this meme applies. This is a sports thing, but hang in with me for 11 seconds, chat.
Christian, it's Shaq. I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game and, you know, how you travel.
Man, you're a casual.
And, you know, played, 6 teams, so I want to say I'm proud of you.
I wasn't familiar with your game. I didn't actually know that you were this deep into the predator situation. Wow, you just been telling us who you are for a long fucking time. Holy shit. Anyway, so Daniel Sloss does a fantastic stand-up bit in which which is why I mentioned him earlier, which is when he says, he talks about a friend he had that sexually assaulted another friend he had, and at one point in the thing, you should watch this. It's on his X stand-up. He says, and if I'm honest, he does this in a very satisfying, I think Irish accent maybe. If I'm honest, maybe Scottish. Can't quite remember, dude. I'm butchering Daniel Sloss's legacy. If I'm honest, were there signs that this guy was a predator and I sort of ignored them? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is just stuff that dudes fucking ignore. Dudes right now are probably, I mean, definitely like, oh, this isn't so bad. This is fucking crazy. This is actually fucking crazy. This is so. This is uncomfortable. Like, how's this guy laughing? I'd be like, what are you fucking doing? No. Like, what? Oregonian bum, thanks for the 38 months. You're getting old. I'm getting old. I was here before that 38 months. I'm even older than 38 months old. Barely.
Russell. All right, take care. Russell, how can I do your bra just like this? Liz, I love you.
You've thrown me, but
Don't
I love
worry.
it. I love that you're throwing me.
If you're ever so confused, Fifi Box, pop yourself down on my knee and see if we can't get you pregnant. I wanted it to be an expressionistic biscuit, like, say, Fritz Lang's Metropolis demonstrating birth, but in shortbread. And around her, the vagina, through which we all enter life, the placenta is at the bottom, standing next to me.
It'd be like quirky if he made one vagina biscuit, but not in the context of the rest of it. You could make one innocent vagina biscuit, but you can't also be creepy every step of the way before you make the vagina biscuit. It has to be just an actually appreciative vagina biscuit. This is whew. Anyway, so he's a creep. That wasn't even really the video we're watching. That was just, now you get it. Now I get it. I mean, I got it before, but not as much. I hadn't seen some of these clips. That's even more than I got it before. I think we all get it more now. That's what I'm saying. Castrate him and voice him to take the cloth, says not me, for 50 biddies. We're all burdened with knowledge now. Yep.
Monetization of Brand's account, which has 6.6 million subscribers, has been suspended following serious allegations against a creator. They didn't
they demonetize people for less. This is absolutely a reasonable demonetization of a huge channel on your platform. He's well known as a YouTuber now. This is like a dumb This is dumb. YouTube is a corporation first. This makes so much sense. And frankly, I mean, anybody should disassociate themselves with Russell Brand because he's a creep.
This when
These
other
are
YouTubers
absolutely irreputable. I believe him. Holy shit. If he's that openly fucking creepy, imagine what he does when he thinks he can get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus.
had serious allegations. This decision applies to all channels that may be owned or operated by Russell, the Google-owned video-owned sharing service. Said, by the way, you can find, this is one of the reasons. Look, the monetization isn't the same on Rumble, but
oh my God,
fairness and commitment to freer speech absolutely is, and that's why.
Second time he's brought
my
up
Rumble channel now has 156,500 subscribers.
Are you fucking serious, dude? This is so blatant, bro. This is, dude. He 100% knows what he's doing. This is so he's farming this. I know this guy raped someone, but check out my Rumble channel, bro.
I mean, people are, coming over here. My videos are averaging 10 to 20,000 views each video. My live streams are in the six figures. Here's videos that get 20,000. This is going to drive more people off YouTube. It's going to hurt creators that still rely on their income, but, buy some coffee, tea, or cocoa, and it'll all be okay.
Jesus fucking Christ. Literally parlaying rape accusations into like direct sales of his B team, like his side hustles. Dude, it's one thing if you just cover the news and that's your gig and that's just the content you've done forever. That's fine. That's part of it. I am okay with you saying at the end of your video or something, hey, if you appreciate my coverage, subscribe. That's part of it. We all got to live. This is fucking gross, bro. This is just profiteering.
Suspension means Brand will not be able to earn money from the ads that run within and alongside YouTube videos, which have titles including What Really Started the Issue in Hawaii and the Koof Star admits.
Are fires in Hawaii being demonetized? Spooky.
Lockdowns were never about science. See, this is what it's actually
I wouldn't be
about.
Surprised.
If he were parroting,
this is what it's actually about. He's a rapist. Nope. No one. What? If he was a leftist, it'd be like, nope, canceled immediately. This has happened. Do they not cover when the leftists get canceled? Do we just do it so efficiently and quickly they don't even get wind? Like, literally, I could think of, 3 YouTubers in the past year. Or maybe 2 years. You know what I mean? What? Can't let the world... Dude.
Just narratives or mainstream narratives, they wouldn't have canceled him. His voice was getting too large, too big, too influential. He was asking the wrong questions, and that is why this is happening.
This is conspiracy shit. No, there's a much simpler answer. There is no conspiracy. YouTube does not want to give anybody any money. Okay? They monetize for way less. Of course he's going to get demonetized for this. You think they didn't look into that? Come on, man. I can believe it. Of course. Rape apologists, all of them. It's so reliable, I guess. I just really thought, at some point, do you think they're ever going to get past this shit?
Now, maybe both things are true. See, people in Hollywood and stuff like that aren't exactly the best people generally. And I think even if this were true, they held on to it until they needed it. Why now? He's all settled down. He's got a wife. Why now?
He's got a wife and he's settled down. I guess his crimes are fine, Jeremy? This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, to belittle, to like just dismiss outright the actual like crimes he committed against real fucking people, women. It's just it only lives in misogyny, bro.
Well, it's because he's growing in popularity. I think Russell's channel is extremely popular on Rumble. He has 1.4 million subscribers. His videos are, generally get here's one, 500,000, 300,000, 364,000. I mean, 440,000. Rumble is growing.
Growing.
Because of
please go to my Rumble.
This insanity.
Dude, Rumble's growing because of this insanity. I don't think the Rumble thing's going to work out. All these side ones seem to fold. Look how many subs this rapist has. I know, right?
Other channels associated with the brand's main YouTube page include Awakening with Russell, which has 426,000, Football is Nice, and Stay Free with Russell Brand. Brand still has a presence on Rumble, a video site popular with some conservatives and far-right groups.
Yep. That's true.
Where his channel has 1.4 million subscribers.
This is objectively true. You don't think there's far-right creators on Rumble? It's crazy that they wouldn't try to sell this as like a selling point. You know what I mean? Like, why are we watching this Rumble ad featuring creepy Uncle Russell?
The New York Post, by the way.
Keeps bringing it up, man. What's that, 4?
He also has 11.2 million followers on X, formerly known as Twitter, and 3.8 million on Instagram.
Wow.
Now, he's denied these claims, but that doesn't matter because you're guilty until proven innocent. See, when they want to destroy you, the machine...
Are you going to read this? Let's see if he reads this line.
Wants to destroy you.
If she wants to destroy
it's
you.
Extremely difficult.
Ooh, I wonder, that clip was in 2012. Let's see.
To do it in court, especially if they don't have all the receipts.
Are you going to read them?
But they can do it in the court of public opinion like that.
Women can do it.
Extremely simple for them to do this in the court of public opinion. We just saw them do it to Russell Brand.
It's crazy that this kind of shit is what breeds misogyny, but also like it creates those little like well, women are just out here to get you, and they're all whores. Like, dude, it's just, you can only have this mindset when you're one of these cretins, man.
Now again, whether or not you agree about Andrew Tate, they put the guy in prison for months without a trial. Now he still awaits his trial, and I hope he gets his day in court, and then we will see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all evidence presented against him.
You gonna read this?
I'm not really relying on
this,
Twitter
Jeremy?
people chopping up videos and doing this and that other thing. Let it go to court. When we're talking about real crimes, serious crimes, that's what I want to see.
What's the crime?
I want to see the actual evidence play out. And
what's the crime? Interesting, serious crimes. You're just scrolling down.
if he's guilty,
he's
let
not
it
reading that.
Be if he isn't guilty, then he is acquitted. The same thing was true with Johnny and Amber and all this kind of stuff.
Wow, fucking fascinating. Go up.
Now
Go
he
up
also has continued to tour his.
Jesus fucking Christ! What a slime! What a piece of fucking slime! Let's read the article for Jeremy, shall we? The accusers, who have not been named, include one who said she was sexually assaulted during a relationship with Russell Brand when she was 16. Another woman says Brand raped her in Los Angeles in 2012, the same year he sexually assaulted that woman in front of the camera we just watched. The four allegations date between 2006 and 2013. London's Metropolitan Police Force said that since those claims were made public, it has received a report of a separate sexual assault dating from 2003. Known for his unbridled and risque stand-up routines, Brand was a major UK star. Anyway, so he's going to go down and just be a total fucking piece of shit and just worm. Wow. Talking about, he'd been due to perform. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I want to read this.
LZ Thompson, senior lecturer in media and communications at Birmingham City University, said it was too soon to tell whether the claims would end Brand's comedy career.
insane fucking thing to say. Listen to this. A woman, by the way.
There's definitely a market for outsider comedians or people who want to position themselves as a way to alternative to current understandings of gender equality. What? I mean, look,
He didn't
I
even
would
read it. He just heard the term gender equality, and I think she was agreeing with you. And so I think in the longer term, will it impact his career in the way that we may be expected it to? Possibly not.
I would not be surprised. Okay.
Yeah.
He himself admitted.
Yeah.
He had an addiction problem. He had lived a very wild, fast life. Okay.
Luckily, Tristan Tate's on it.
But they didn't have to prove it before they took everything from him. His channel would undoubtedly be shadow banned on YouTube as well.
Insane.
Tristan Tate writes, not suspicious at all. Guilty until proven innocent is good. Who made these claims? Actresses with censored faces? Stops him from earning immediately. This is progress. This is great for women. Ben Shapiro.
It is great for women that rapists lose their sources of income. Actually, I agree with that. If you're a rapist, you deserve to lose your source of income. That's true.
Allegations are now convictions in the court of social media, complete with the removal of all income.
Yeah, I'm into that. This is the way of the woke. Oh, no, Ben. Truth bombs.
Oh, and I think that, ultimately, Matt Walsh, this is insane. YouTube is demonetizing all of Brand's accounts based on unproven allegations made in the media. He hasn't even been criminally charged with anything. The precedent being set here is extremely bad.
Dude, it's pretty clear criminal. So he has to be criminally charged before the company stops letting him be on their platform. This is not how other companies work. Like the NFL doesn't let Ray Rice hit his wife and be employed while they go through an investigation. But he didn't care about that because he saw a black guy hitting somebody and he's like, well, nah, it works with my narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Understand what YouTube has just done. They have given the left a blueprint for demonetizing somebody simply accuse them of this type of thing.
Do you think if Russell Brand was at all center left, just a liberal dude, do you think that he would have any support from these people? Only if he appealed to them.
Doesn't matter if it's proven or
Only
not.
if he was
my
God, it's a conspiracy, they're doing this. Then they would co-opt it. But I mean,
Gates intentionally so. Of
no
course,
leftist corporation YouTube. Don't put trans in the title of your video.
This blueprint has been around for a long time, but to my knowledge, this is the first time YouTube actually demonetized an account based on media accusations that have nothing to do with YouTube. This is an escalation. I agree. I 100% agree. I mean, of course, they did the same thing to Alex.
Well, the UK Sunday Times has now come out with a full-on attack on Russell Brand. It's coordinated with Channel 4.
An attack on Russell Brand. No mention of the attack Russell Brand has on women. Of course not.
Stories don't seem particularly well evidenced. There's one particular story that has some pretty significant allegations attached to it. The big question here for me that hangs over this whole thing is why now? Meaning, he worked for all of these people. He worked for the BBC. He worked for Channel 4. And when he was
Why now? Do you know how hard... So, he in the middle of his fame, you're going to attack Russell Brand in 2012 to go after his rape allegations? In 2012. I just don't think they thought they would win. I don't think... Yeah, why not now? There's no wrong time. But I guarantee you the mindset in 2012 is like, well, it's Russell fucking Brand. What am I going to do? You know what I mean? He has so much power in that moment. He's fallen off a little bit, as happens. Literally every single person will do this. He'll go up, and then he'll... and, he ended up getting some more popularity again. And And I mean, I can't imagine, you bury a thing that happened in 2012, hoping it goes away, comes back, he's relevant every day, and it's like, well, fuck this guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. He's still a rapist. It's 100%. It's crazy to be like, no, I don't know. This guy he seems like a nice guy.
His most degenerate. They were cheering him on. They were treating him as sort of an impish rebel. And everybody apparently knew that a lot of the behaviors that they're alleging, other behaviors, were going on, and they were perfectly happy with them. It's only the moment that Russell Brand crosses the narrative. It's only the moment that Russell Brand settles down with a wife and kids. It's only the moment Russell Brand
He literally stole his opinion from Ben Shapiro earlier. He literally said he settled down with a wife and kids. In the same, like, he literally watched this earlier and just was like, I guess that's my opinion now.
Talking about things like basic virtue, that they suddenly decide that it's time to uncover by contacting hundreds of women all of the terrible things he allegedly has done. The onus, by the way, is now on Russell Brand, supposedly, to rebut accusations made by anonymous people. That seems pretty wild.
100% wild. It's indefensible. How can he defend it against anonymous claims? This is the precedent. It's only going to get worse for...
Just fear-mongering, bro. Just fear-mongering. Apps and Mimics, 50 biddies. He absolutely made his move to the right because he caught wind these allegations were going to come out, and he knew the right would support him regardless. Dude, he's been doing this for a long time, and he's known of these allegations for quite some time. If the claims were indefensible, Brand would sue the BBC. Good luck.
During the election cycle out there, support your favorite creators. If you're watching me on Rumble,
stop. Oh my God, if you're just watching me on Rumble, fucking Jesus Christ, he's so fucking gross. What a worm. I hate that this works on little right wing slug brains, dude. You don't need all of them. You just need a handful of them to fund your shit. It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, if you're reputably accused of multiple rapes by a major news corporation, I mean, yeah, I think YouTube suspending your monetization seems like pretty par for the course and a good thing. Yeah, I mean, he's certainly not poor. I'm not worried about his well-being. I'd be more worried if they were targeting en masse, like, working class people for, I don't know, not doing crimes. I don't know, having like if they were, man, I really don't know. I'm trying to give a sympathetic, like, what's a situation that, I mean, YouTube's demonetization is so fickle that, I mean, I just take it up with them, I guess, but like, you can't, he's a rapist, bro. I mean, there's nothing to be done except get rid of his money and go through the process of putting him away, because, I mean, it's pretty clear that's what happened. Now, I mean, this day in court, I would be fucking shocked to see that this just didn't end up in settlement. That's all this is going to do, man. End up in settlement, just like everything else. Rich people get to fucking do that, bro.